YouTube. You're watching Boxing Talk with Shaka Waka. Good morning. I just wanted to talk about this Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. I didn't really think they were going to be making this fight. Man, they say that it's supposed to be some date announced in February of 2019. Man, I didn't think they were really going to be making this fight. Simply because, I thought Mikey Garcia was just using Errol Spence Jr.'s name as clout. You know what I'm saying? And the fans got on him because he was supposed to be fighting a mandatory or something down there at 135, And, he really heard the fans get on his neck. And I think that's why they really made this fight here. And another thing, I think they made this fight because in this day and age, in this boxing era, after Floyd Mayweather, everything is really strategic. Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia both have an agenda here. They both think of each other as a lesser risk physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know Errol Spence already think he gonna run through Mikey Garcia. And I believe that. I think he gonna hurt Mikey badly. Mikey is, all three of these guys, phenomenal boxers. Very, very top level boxers. All these guys. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, Terence Crawford. But I think, Errol Spence is just the wrong person for Mikey Garcia. And plus, Mikey Garcia moving up 2 weight divisions, to fight at 147 against, one of the top best welterweights up there. It just doesn't sound right. So I think Errol Spence already has this on his mind. It's going to be an easy win for him, and I think it will be too. But why I say Mikey Garcia is being strategic is because he's going up there. He keeps saying that he sees a flaw in Errol Spence. So that's the only reason why he's really fighting Errol Spence. He says he wants to challenge himself, but he also believes he can beat him. He sees a flaw that everybody else isn't seeing, and he believes he can beat him. And that's what he says. So this flaw that you seem to see in Errol Spence has you thinking that he's a lesser risk than Terence Crawford or anybody else in the division. You moving up 2 weight classes to take this risk says something. I gotta commend you for it, because a lot of people ain't calling out Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Verbally, after Robert Easter, the fight with Robert Easter, Mikey Garcia said it out his mouth that he wanted Errol Spence. That's something I can't say Terence Crawford did after his last fight. That's just what it is. So he's actually about to do it. You know what I'm saying? He says something. He says he sees something in Errol Spence. So that's strategic on its own. You about to hop up there and get you a belt. Well, you think you about to get you a belt from the easiest person you see up there. That's what I'm hearing when he says that. He doesn't speak of Terence Crawford in this manner. He doesn't speak this way about Sean Porter. He doesn't say he's about to go up there and fight Sean Porter. So he sees something in Errol Spence that he can exploit. And, it's strategic. Either way, you taking the lesser risk in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's calling out Errol Spence, so he is one of the best up there. Let's not get it wrong. Like, this ain't gonna be a tough fight for Mikey Garcia. But why not call out Terence Crawford or Sean Porter or Keith Thurman or fucking Danny Garcia? What do you see in Errol Spence that you can exploit? I really want to know. Is it that he gets hit? You know what I'm saying? He says something along the lines of a few months ago that he said, he likes his style. He's a come forward fighter. He's in your face, putting on the pressure. He likes that kind of fighter. Doesn't like that kind of fighter of a Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia, he's good. He's very fundamentally sound. But this is what I'm saying about, these boxers always having an agenda, Like, I just don't get it. I like this fight that is happening because Mikey Garcia is making it happen. I'm not really liking it for Errol Spence because, like I said, he's gonna run right through this boy. He might hurt him. He might hurt this man. Like, for real, he really might hurt him. And I don't think he's understanding. I don't think he understanding that coming up 2 weight divisions. And then he posted a post the other day about he was eating something like carne asadas and then some fucking Coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if that's his meal all today, but the dude is already pudgy. Alright, he already pudgy, so he about to come to 147 pudgy. Like, it don't make any damn sense. You think you want to be in top shape coming up to 147, especially fighting a monster in Errol Spence. This shit just don't seem right, you know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the fight Mikey Garcia want to retire from. Maybe that's what's in his head right now. If he come out this fight beating, outclassing Errol Spence, it's gonna be, phenomenal for him. And maybe he can exploit some, flaw that Errol Spence has. But I can't see it happening. Errol Spence has his flaws. All 3 of these guys had their flaws. All 3 of these guys get hit. Okay, let's not just act like no boxer gets hit. All 3 of these guys get hit. But at the same time, Errol Spence is a top level fighter. This is not no Robert Easter who doesn't use his assets to his ability. You know what I'm saying? This isn't fucking Adrian Broner who doesn't let his fucking hands go. And Adrian Broner even hurt Mikey Garcia. Let's be real, going to the body. Imagine Errol Spence hitting Mikey Garcia in the body, a pudgy body up at 147. It just don't sit well for Mikey Garcia. But it's also a win-win for him, because they ain't never gonna give Errol Spence the fucking credit for beating Mikey Garcia. It don't matter. He's 30-0, Mikey Garcia. It don't matter. They're not gonna give him the credit for this because he's jumping up 2 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the smaller man. Because he's taking this huge risk. They're not gonna give Errol Spence that shit. But on Mikey's end, they're gonna commend him for taking the risk. Period. Win, lose, or draw. And it's not cool for Errol Spence to be taking this fight. You know what I'm saying? And there's just shit that I wish these boxers did nowadays. Like, I just wish like they had some, I don't know, like some heart or something. It's not heart, but it's like, I don't know. Just, I wish they would just think of it from a whole different perspective instead of this money perspective all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to build up this Terence Crawford fight to get this money. You know what I'm saying? They could really get this money now, but then I think that's another strategic thing, they're doing. Of course, they want to build up the fight. That's a money strategy, waiting until the end of 2019. And also, I think I don't even know if it's going to happen in 2019. I honestly think they're trying to wait Terence Crawford out. You know what I'm saying? He already up there in age. And I think they really trying to wait him out. Mayweather coming out and saying that shit, that they ain't making a fight anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wants to take the credit for doing shit all the time. Why he have to even open his damn mouth? Like, he always wants to take the credit for something. I think the only reason why he said it is because he know how the fans are gonna look at Errol Spence, and he's jealous of that man. He's jealous of the brother. I don't care what nobody say. Mayweather's jealous of all these new and upcoming boxers out here, and he didn't have to say none of that shit, because like Errol Spence said, he said Mayweather ain't never gave him no check. But y'all stories add up, you know what I'm saying? Because Errol Spence did come out and say the same thing that Mayweather said, so it is kind of suspicious. But Mayweather didn't have to say shit, man. He could have kept his mouth closed. Especially, if you ain't in these people's pockets, like, you ain't got to comment on shit. This man just want to take the credit for everything, man. So this is what's going on next. Like, this fight, you know, of course I'm gonna watch it. Like, yeah, of course I'm gonna watch the fight, see who win. Like, it's both undefeated fighters, so that's always a good thing to watch. Because I honestly think it's too many undefeated fighters out here, because they fighting people that already got fucking tons of losses and shit, and not fighting another person with an O. You know what I'm saying? I can say that these guys are doing it. You know, with Mikey fighting Eastern, and then Terence Crawford fighting Jose Benavidez, and, you know, and Errol Spence just got done fighting Ocampo. So these guys are doing it. But it's just crazy. Like, everything is strategic. I don't really know why Errol Spence doesn't want to fight Terence Crawford next. He said that he didn't call him out in his last fight and blah, blah, blah. Nobody called you out in their last fight. Not one person ever called you out except for Mikey Garcia. But you want to fight everybody else. Nobody else has ever called you out. But for some reason, Terence Crawford just has to do it. Terence Crawford just has to call you out, and then you'll answer the call. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I was disappointed that Terence Crawford didn't, you know, call him out. You know, because I did want to see that. But he absolutely has to for you to fight him? Nah, man. He up there at your division with a belt. And you want all the belts. You want to be unified, right? That's good enough reason right there. People already think he's pound for pound at 147 with 2 fights. You gonna let that shit ride? You been up there at 147 dogging motherfuckers, and this dude could come in and be top pound for pound up there, and you just gonna let that ride. That's why it's disappointing that he has to call you out for you to want to fight him. You know, you guys get into all the money and shit. Nobody want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck about how much y'all making. Y'all ain't paying none of my damn bills, okay? Y'all pay shit over here. So all this money shit and politics is bullshit. It's like I said, y'all don't pay my bills, but I'm paying y'all's. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying to see this shit. And you know, it's kind of disappointing, because this is the fight to see right now. And I probably would have want to see if you know, if Mikey Garcia took care of his business down there with Lomachenko, whatever, beat him, and then came up to 147. I would rather have seen him fight Terence Crawford than Errol Spence, just to be honest. You know, I think that's a better matchup because of their styles. I think Errol Spence is just gonna hurt this man. I think he's gonna demolish him in this ring. He gonna get in there and think he know what the fuck he got himself into. But then when he gets hit with a couple of them body shots, he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Why did I put myself in this predicament? That's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna see it all over his face when he gets hit by one of them body shots. I think when anybody gets hit by a body shot by Errol Spence, they think twice about why the fuck they got in the ring. And that's definitely gonna happen to Mikey Garcia. And he ain't got the strongest of lower body strength, so I think it ain't gonna be too good for that man. It ain't gonna be too good for him. But the thing is, what the hell is Terence Crawford gonna do now? Like, who gonna come out the woodwork and fight him? I don't want to see him fight no lower class fighter. He need to be fighting a Danny Garcia or fucking Sean Porter. Like, that's a fight that I really want to see, him and Sean Porter too, because you don't really know who will win that fight. That's a really competitive fight. You know, Sean Porter will give Terence Crawford issues. Man, he'll give anybody issues, and we know he has more shit in his arsenal by the stuff he did in the Danny Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a good ass fight, because you do not know who was going to win. That's why everybody wants to see the best fight the best, because you don't really know who will win out of these two. You know what I'm saying? You can make predictions, you could try to break it down, but at the end of the day, boxing is a sport where anything can happen, and that's what makes it exciting. Because we'll think one thing, going into it, but a totally another thing happened, or you could be close to what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I need to see some shit out of Terence Crawford. I'm ready for him to fight, some A-level fighters. I'm not gonna. Jeff Horn. He wasn't an A-level fighter. Jose Benavidez, he was a good fighter, but not A-level. You know what I'm saying? Probably a B-level fighter. I'm ready for him to get up there at 147, and he's established now. So I'm ready for him to really fight these top-level fighters. That's why I really wanted him to fight Errol Spence. But I would definitely take a Sean Porter or Danny Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely take that. Man, I just want to see these people get the right fights. Not because of the money shit. When every time they say that, oh, that doesn't make sense, or the fight with them don't make sense, you know exactly what they saying. It don't make dollar sense. And it really does, just not as much as they want. They want to be on Mayweather and Pacquiao level, but sorry, you can't be there. You got none of y'all got the mouthpiece or the right skills to do it. None of y'all got the resume to do it. So y'all can't sit there and try to be them. But I rambled a little bit, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, and thanks for watching.